this later on YouTube. I'm Judy. I'm your host today, and Linda is my co-host. And we have a guest speaker today, our very own Mariette Jones. And her talk title will be SANKALPA, Realizing Your Soul's Desire for You. And this is the first time I've heard of anything like this, so I'm really, really looking forward to her message.
Here at Unity Spiritual Center of Windsor, we draw from the universal wisdom at the heart of the world's spiritual traditions. We are a progressive, inclusive, spiritually grounded community committed to awakening, transformation, and compassionate action. Wherever you are on your spiritual journey, we are grateful you joined us today.
And so I'm so glad that Adam Bergman is back today with us, sharing his music. Thank you for bringing your gift every Sunday, Adam.
Before we move into our opening prayer, we want to share a few ways that you can connect, grow, and be part of our community this week.
Today, from 12:45 to 2:15 in the upstairs classroom, Sue Onischuk will be facilitating a Course in Miracles study group. Going forward, this group will meet on the second and fourth Sundays of every month. Sue, can you raise your hand? There she is. Yeah. I'd just like to say anybody can join in any time. It doesn't matter if you've missed some. I mean, every time is like a new experience, right? Yeah.
Commencing Tuesday evening from 6 to 8, right here in the sanctuary, the String Theory Music Group, facilitated by Nelson Ng, will be meeting again for the next 4 Tuesdays. There will be no string theory for the rest of the summer after this, but it will be returning in the fall.
On Wednesday, this Wednesday, July 1st, from 6:30 to 8, in the classroom upstairs, Reverend David Old will once again be facilitating his Wednesday Wisdom and Transformation group. And you are assured to learn something. I learn something every time I attend.
Next Sunday in the sanctuary, Reverend David Old and Adam Bergman will be having a divine conversation. Their conversation title will be Living as the Truth of Who We Are. Sounds good.
Yeah.
We will be here. More information about these and other upcoming events can be found in our weekly newsletter, on our website, and on posted flyers throughout our center. Sign-up sheets can be found in the upstairs hospitality room. Signing up for our classes and workshops helps our facilitators to prepare.
So today's prayer chaplain, Sean Sharkey, will be available for confidential prayer with you after the service in our upstairs prayer room. Sean, can you just raise your hand? There he is. Glad you're here today.
And remember, Silent Unity offers 24/7 prayer support at 1-800-NOW-PRAY or 1-800-669-7729.
Okay, so now it's time for our opening prayer. So if everybody can get situated in your seat. And I'll begin. Let's take a moment now and focus on our hearts. Let's take in a breath and get centered within ourselves. As we breathe out, let's just be. We are now in the present moment. And let's just breathe into that. We clear our minds and free ourselves from all thought. And we breathe into this space that we are occupying right now. Deep within us, we recognize that we are one with the one Spirit that flows through everything. As we breathe, we know that we are all one. Spirit is within all of life, and so it follows that Spirit is within us. Thank you for this truth, and so it is. Amen.
Thank you very much for that, Judy. That was lovely. For those of you willing and able, please, I invite you to stand, and we're going to join Adam in our opening songs.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to this beautiful 1-2-1-2. Just double check. There we go. Welcome to this beautiful Sunday, June 28th, final Sunday of June. It's been a wonderful Pride Month. We had a very successful yard sale. So again, thank you to everyone who helped out. And also thank you for thanking me every service, but I want to make sure we give a round of applause to our platform team. Linda chairs the platform team and everyone that helps platform. It is an ongoing schedule. And Judy and everyone finding beautiful prayers as well. I appreciate all the work you do along with everyone that makes every week possible. So thank you again for the beautiful prayers. It's a little warm and fuzzy in me every week. So today we're exploring not our desire for our soul, but our soul's desire for us. So all of these songs are going to take us on a journey about that being a choice for ourselves and our soul, and what we're going to think and feel and experience with that choice of what the soul wants for us. So this is a wonderful Sue Riley track. This is a fun little 60s bop. Feel free to sing along and shimmy a bit. I want to hear you at home as well. This is It's Up to Me by Sue Riley. If it's to be, if it's to be, whoa, if it's to be, then it's up to me. If I seek the truth, let me speak the truth. If I'm lost in doubt, let me believe. I know I can be the change I want to see. 'Cause if it's to be, 'cause if it's to be, whoa, if it's to be, then it's up to me. If I'm choosing stress, let me stop and rest. If I'm feeling hurt, let me forgive. I know I can be the change I want to see. 'Cause if it's to be, 'cause if it's to be, whoa, if it's to be, then it's up to me. If I dream of peace, let me live in peace. When I start from love, I am love. I know I can be the change I want to see. 'Cause if it's to be, if it's to be, whoa, if it's to be, then it's up to me. I think we know it by now. Let's do it once together, okay? 'Cause if it's to be, 'cause if it's to be, whoa, if it's to be, then it's up to me. You know it's up to me. If it's to be, then it's up to me. Thank you. We're sneaking in some new material, so it takes some time for us to fall into the groove. I know we have our classics, but I love adding new music as well from these wonderful Unity artists. Speaking of a Unity icon, and I can't wait to meet Karen Drucker, actually, hopefully in the next year, and be like, thank you for the repertoire. But Karen has this wonderful song that Maria asked me to do with her beautiful service going on about a month ago, which explored Buddhism. And this is a traditional Buddhist chant. And I feel our soul would want everything for us in this song. So, with lyrics, may I be filled with loving kindness, may I be well, may I be peaceful and at ease, may I be happy, may you, may we. I want to sing this one for our soul. So this is a traditional Buddhist chant that they turn into a song. So this is Loving Kindness, and this is Karen Drucker's cover of it, with me covering it. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. And may I be happy. May I be filled with loving kindness. May I be well. May I be peaceful and at ease. And may I be happy. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be peaceful and at ease. And may you be happy. May you be filled with loving kindness. May you be well. May you be peaceful and at ease. And may you be happy. May we be filled with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. And may we be happy. May we be filled with loving kindness. May we be well. May we be peaceful and at ease. And may we be happy. I am filled with loving kindness. I am well. I am peaceful and at ease. And I am happy. I am filled with loving kindness. I am well. I am peaceful and at ease. And I am happy. I am filled with loving kindness. I am well. I am peaceful and at ease. And I am happy. I am happy. I am happy. Thank you. Namaste, everyone.
So thank you, Adam. Thank you for that.
Yes, thank you. That was beautiful. I love the new songs. Yeah.
Unity teaches that each person is a unique expression of the divine, and that our thoughts and feelings help shape our experience of life.
Unity was founded on prayer. Through affirmative prayer and meditation, we raise our consciousness, and remember our oneness with the divine.
So our affirmation for June is, I am a channel of spiritual awakening, transforming my life and the world. Let's speak this together. I am a channel of spiritual awakening, transforming my life and the world.
Now, Adam has prepared some special music, so he's going to perform for us today. Something new, I'm wondering.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, ladies. And again, good morning, everyone, to this final Sunday of June and cultural carousel, Pride Month, everything that's celebrated in June. This song for Mariette's talk came very easy to me. If the soul can want one thing for us, what would it be? And I firmly feel and believe that choice would be our soul always wants love for us and to choose love. So this one came very easy. This is another wonderful Sue Riley song. Nice little melody if you want to sing along. And whoever and whatever you want to think of when it comes to who maybe your soul has a face to. Maybe your soul is a tree. Maybe your soul is a past family member. Maybe your soul is a ball of energy. Whatever you feel that visual is, put that in your mind and your heart. And let's do this one. I Choose Love by Sue Riley. Peace in my life is growing because I choose love. Love's always present, it's what I'm made of. I choose love. We are a part of each other. One tie that binds us, it can't be undone. I choose love. I choose love. Peace in my soul is growing because I choose love. Let love be present, it's what I'm made of, 'cause I choose love. We are a part of each other. We are one loving family, sharing the sun. I choose love. I choose love. I choose love. Peace for our planet is growing because we choose love. Let love be present, it's what we're made of. 'Cause I choose love. 'Cause we are a part of each other. 'Cause we are one. One choice unites us, let this be the one. 'Cause I choose love. 'Cause I choose love. I choose love. Yes, I choose love. I choose love. Thank you. Thanks, Sue Riley.
Just beautiful. Thank you so much for that. Beautiful. Here at Unity Spiritual Center of Windsor, we have a global vision. Will you please speak it with me? Our vision is a world powerfully transformed through the growing movement of shared spiritual awakening.
And we have a sacred mission here. Please say this with me. We inspire and empower spiritual growth to awaken us and transform the world.
And our personal statement of being, together.
I am a dynamic center of the Christ light, mighty to unfold my good and radiate that good to all.
And now we'd like to welcome Mariette for a beautiful title talk today in regards to our relationship with our soul and what our soul wants for us. So round of applause for Mariette. Thank you for speaking today.
Here I am. SANKALPA. I've been reading a workbook, SANKALPA and the Realization of Your Soul's Potential, 18 Lessons for Deep Inner Work. So I met Jeff Carrera when I was going to retreat weekends called Conscious Teachers in Upland Hills, Michigan. I was doing my licensed Unity teacher training, and I was a part of Renaissance Unity at that time, and I got the opportunity in that way. So he was our meditation teacher, and he actually led quite a few meditation retreats for us. And he's a guy that has spent much of his life in community with meditation. He's given his life to meditation and to spirituality. So he's lived in community and had a teacher and all that stuff for many years. So he's pretty darn familiar and very, very practiced, and had quite a few mystical experiences, which he shares. And he's written many books and talks about all this stuff. He's written a book called The Practice of No Problem, which I really loved a lot. And that teaching was when one meditates, our brains are going and we're thinking about a problem. That noise is too loud. This over here is bugging me, you know? And so what he calls it the practice of no problem, because he's like, so in your mind, remind yourself, when you hear that noise over there, no problem. No problem. And it's a way of letting go of the monkey mind and the worrying in our bodies and all the stuff, letting go of the stuff. He's written a lot of books, and one of them is this book that I've been delving into. It really called to me, and I thought, what a great way to spend the winter in these reflective days of winter. And so that's what I did. I ordered it in January, and I felt a little bit like intimidated by it, because this is a guy that's like pretty practiced, and I'm like, and you know, my soul's realization for me, I'm like a little bit overwhelmed by it, but I just trusted, and I can do this, and I did, and I'm complete, And I'm going to do it all over again because it really was amazing, full of contemplations and meditations and teachings. So the term SANKALPA, San means connection with the highest truth or goodness. So that's a Sanskrit word. And so the roots, San, connection with the highest truth or goodness. Kalpa is a vow, a rule, or a possibility, or an intention. Jeff Carrera says this: an intention is something that you want for yourself. We make a lot of intentions, right? It can be almost like a goal. He said, a sankalpa is something your soul wants for you. So Jeff talks about our souls having a purpose of their own. The soul carries its purpose with it as it experiences different lifetimes. So this teaching comes, I believe, from the Hindu religion. So becoming aware of your soul and its purpose for you can help you manifest what it is that your soul deeply desires for you. And as I worked through this book, these lessons, about once a week I would take one on, and I felt a melting, an embrace. I felt a realization of oneness with my soul, a sacred meeting, a falling in love with beloved. I really had a wonderful experience. I resonate with 13th century poet and mystic Jalaluddin Rumi. He talks about that. He was a poet, and he's one of my favorites. He says, "You are my soul. The minute I first heard my first love story, I started looking for you, not knowing how blind that was. Lovers don't finally meet somewhere. They're in each other all along." It's the absolute truth, and it's quite the journey to finally discover this truth, isn't it? Because we are always seeking throughout especially the earlier part of our life, and then we start to realize, like, well, wait a minute, maybe I just need to sit and be with self to figure this out. So after I did one of these meditations, I had an experience of having a bird's eye view of my life lived so far. And his teaching helped me put it together, and I saw the sacred moments in my life where soul has been leading me all along. It started falling into place like a puzzle, my trust bloomed in my heart in that moment. I'm like, do you know that saying, a man was walking along the beach and, he looked back on his life and there was a set of footprints that wasn't there any longer. So the Lord was walking with him along the beach. And there was a time when there was only one set of footsteps. And he said, "Lord, why did you leave me?" And the story is that, well, it was then that I carried you. And I thought of that, as I was looking back. And also I'm realizing that, is there really any time when we're not being carried? That's my, awakening. I should put my mic down a little bit because I can hear my own breathing. So looking back throughout my life, I would intermittently respond to my soul's calling when my longing grew too big to ignore. And it made me sad to know that I would get sucked back into business as usual, capitalistic way of living life in this country. Because I remember this one experience, I had a wonderful spiritual experience, and I was like, I'm hungry for this. I need this, like, much more than what I'm getting this. Like, it's been 2 years since I did anything spiritual. And I knew it'd probably be another 2 years before I did anything like this. It wasn't yet a practice for me. I would just get sucked back into life, you know. And as I looked back on my life, I just saw that it's okay. Like, it's just that presence is always there, you know, and seducing us, perhaps, you know, like into the arms of soul. Because we do need to provide for ourselves financially. There are practicalities. And oftentimes, we can get involved in relationships that suck us dry, or we don't have boundaries. So many things can pull at us and keep us from being in that feeling of oneness, right? So I kept responding to the call because my soul had its purpose and kept knocking on the door of my heart. As Jeff says, SANKALPA isn't voluntary. It was when I began forming healthy relationships and letting go of codependent ones that I started hearing the callings more clearly. And when I left from the tunnel job that I worked at for 36 years, 6 years ago, I carved out more and more space to become aligned with my true self. Retirement can really be a rewirement if we choose that for ourselves. And Rumi also says, when you do things from your soul, you feel a river moving in you, a joy. Jeff says, to understand SANKALPA more clearly, imagine your life as a river. Your physical existence flows within the current of your SANKALPA, an energetic movement toward the fulfillment of your soul's purpose. This is the direction you were born to travel. He says, SANKALPA is not a choice. You can swim with the current or against it, but you cannot escape. The current is your life. There is no way out. To work with your SANKALPA means to align yourself with this deeper flow so that you can realize your purpose as clearly and as swiftly as possible. You have one primary SANKALPA, the soul deep purpose you were born to fulfill. Along the way, you may encounter secondary SANKALPAs. These arise as necessary supports to help you become the kind of person capable of fulfilling your primary SANKALPA. If you are not yet that person, a secondary SANKALPA will emerge to shape you. Like the primary, these are not voluntary. They are the evolutionary arc of your life. In addition to SANKALPAs, you will experience callings, long-term goals, projects, or missions that feel deeply compelling. Unlike SANKALPAs, callings are voluntary. You can choose to follow them or not, yet they rarely feel like casual choices. They stir something deep within and often seem aligned with a greater purpose. For example, let's say one SANKALPA is to bring the light of love into the world. A secondary sankalpa would be the necessity of becoming a person with a deep love in one's heart. There might be many callings, teaching, hospice work, parenthood. Traveling, exploring can be a calling. All this can lead to a heart full of love and help one fulfill one's primary sankalpa, to bring the light of love into the world. The specific calling you choose is voluntary, but the secondary sankalpa, a heart full of love, must be realized to meet the demands of your soul's purpose. Judy and I had an amazing conversation about soul the other day. I really appreciated that conversation. And so we talked about soul and its purpose for us and how it's always with us. And just, you might want to talk to her about her story. It's a really great one. When we're up in, your story about your dad, right? The healing story, the great healing. And you've told me, actually, I started remembering after you told me about it. I remember, she's told me about that before. It's a great one. And it's her birth father, whom she never was able to connect with or be with or know or love. And she was able to have a healing, a soul healing, by a soul experience in a dream with her father. And it's amazing. We talked about the heartaches, the woundedness, and the suffering that all people endure. And you and I, we agreed that there has to be a deeper reason for why we suffer. There has to be an intelligence leading us through the muck, for a higher purpose, because we endure a lot in this human life. And sometimes a relationship in our lives can be so untenable that it makes things extremely difficult to be in relationship with them. And I think most of the time it's a family member, because we can choose our friends, right? And we don't want to sever that connection, although sometimes people take that route because they need to. So we love the person, and we need to learn to implement boundaries, and it's a lot of hard work. Sometimes they need a lot of reminding about the boundary, and truly it's tough because sometimes there is really nothing there for us because the person is so wounded that they can't be there for us. And it is, honestly, that relationship can feel like a burden. And that's exactly how I felt about my mom. Until lately, with my soul work, I've been remembering to see her as the beautiful soul she is. I don't have to stay at the human level. And that's why your story inspired me, Judy, because I'm like, yes, I'm doing the same work and having these experiences of seeing my mother as the beautiful soul that she is, and seeing myself as soul, and letting our souls connect in the most magnificent way. And she's the most amazing mother, and it's like, amen, getting some love. So, yes, I'm letting her into my consciousness. And maybe that's what the saying means. You know the saying, what is impossible for humans is possible for God? Because on a human level, there was too many obstacles. Souls can connect in a profound way. When I remember this truth, we have wonderful healings in our hearts. It seems to me that as I have been spending time with the question for my soul, what is your purpose for me? that the word wholeness has been coming to me. And that is the truth of my life. Wholeness and healing is happening, not only with me and my mother, but I believe the ripple effect is moving across my intergenerational family. A few months ago, I went to my friend for a Reiki treatment, and afterwards, we did a little debrief. We were in a really intuitional space together, and as we were talking, I gave her some of my family background, and that I have 2 sisters, and they have families, and I chose not to. Wasn't called to have children, so I chose not to go down that path. And she said something intuitional that she felt about me. She goes, that she felt my calling was to heal the fracture of abuse in my intergenerational family, that was my work. And that really resonated with my soul. And I'm like, yes, if I would have had children, it would have been all about taking care of the children. I've been on a healing journey to heal myself, and that is rippling outward toward my ancestors and forward into, like, for my nieces and my nephews, and onward and forward. So I am exploring this idea that as I heal intergenerational trauma within myself, and also the work that I do with my mother, I am healing my ancestors who may be stuck in cycles of suffering. I pray that every cord of doubt and shame I cut is not only releasing me from suffering, it is releasing my mother, my grandmother, Genevieve, and Gertrude, my great aunts, Aunt Emma, Aunt Susie, and all my ancestors from their pain. So healing oneself transforms the healing system's energy, benefiting ancestors and future generations. When I visualize ancestral relationships, not in a linear way, but rather as a network in the field of love, like all relationships are, then it's easy for me to feel close to my meme and to others, and to include them in my healing work. So it's not linear, it's just that field of love that we are networked and connected to, you know? And that's all about soul, right? It's a certainty that these women lived in a misogynist society, we know that. And they would feel that they were inferior, second class, were to blame for what went wrong. They didn't have power, and they were abused. So I am waking up to the fact that a lot of the message they carried was just passed on. And so now, you know, these false beliefs and error thinking, inferiority complex stuff that I carry about not good enough, blah, 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 a lot of it's not mine. I can let it go. Isn't that amazing? What kind of soul purpose is that? I like it. So the traumas, even the traumas they suffered, there's stuff in, you know, that I carry that's not mine. So there's a whole awaking up for me. They may, this is the cycle of negativity that I am awakening to and breaking free of. I am pioneering a whole new family system, changing everything for myself and for others too, according to their consciousness. I wish to heal all of us. I am creating wholeness. So Jeff talks about callings. One of the callings I have accepted is the calling to learn French. My mother's first language was French. She grew up in Tecumseh. Her mother came from a French town called Albin in northern Ontario. It was a close-knit community with lots of joys and lots of suffering. My paternal great-grandmother was also a French woman. I want to connect with my roots by speaking the language of my ancestors. So it's interesting, isn't it? We get called to do these things, and it's like we kind of know why we're doing it. But as I did this work, it was very clear why I'm doing this, and it's like, oh, look at Spirit is in charge, right? All along. We can trust that. We can trust what we're called to do and to know there's a much deeper purpose than what we even know about. So with that, let's have a meditation. Let's ground ourselves. And breathing deeply into our belly. And again. Breathing into our belly. And again. And just beginning with your feet. Do a body scan. And just focus on your feet. And just be aware of their service to you. And then let your attention, your awareness go up your legs and just feeling whatever's going on there, it's okay. Just be aware of your torso and your shoulders and let them drop. And just feel your heart center, your arms, your head, and your chakras are all alive. And forgetting about any concepts you have of soul, any preconceived ideas or intellectual ways you have of thinking about soul. Just let that fall away. Remembering that soul is presence. And just ask a question. Where are you now, soul? Just scanning your body. Where are you now, soul? And just be there. Be there with soul. Enjoy that connection. And ask the question, What's your message for me, soul? Maybe it's an image. Maybe it's a word. Maybe it's a warmth of unconditional love. Just let it be whatever it is. Don't try to force anything. What is your message for me, soul? And just enjoy that connection. That oneness, the knowing, the message. The ongoing purpose, the ongoing unconditional love, the ongoing trust. And just let it be what it is, perfect for you. And you can come back here anytime. To your sacred garden. And coming back to this time and space. With gratitude in our hearts, we say, it is so. I just want to let you know that I have been in touch with Jeff Carrera, and I've asked him to come do a workshop for us, and he's willing to do that. He's in Philadelphia, so it would be by Zoom. And I was wondering if it's something I should pursue and set up. And is anyone here willing to attend a workshop with Jeff Carrera? So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah. Okay. That's great. Oh, okay. Thank you, my friends.
Well, thank you so much, Mariette. I loved your talk. I now understand what SANKALPA is. I've had some of those things in my life. Now I understand that I was meant to do those things, that I couldn't understand. Why do I have to do this? I feel that I have to do this, and it's not always comfortable, but you know, it's this innate, almost like a pushing to do something. So I want to just thank you for explaining that so perfectly. Thank you.
As we come to the close of our Sunday experience, we take a moment to honor the generosity that sustains this community. Everything we do here is made possible because each of you shows up in love.
Our love offering box is now at the front of the platform here, which is right over here to my left, which is your right. You're welcome to place your financial gift there as you leave. You can also give by e-transfer or by hitting the donate button in our newsletter or on our website at unityofwindsor.org. And the donate button will take you directly to Canada Helps, where you can make a safe donation. And if you don't get our newsletter and you would like to get the newsletter, please let me know and give me your email address and we'll get you on the list. And if you have a prayer request, we're over at this box. There are slips there, and there's also slips in front of your pews to fill out a prayer request. There's pencils there and also over here. And our prayer chaplains hold each intention in sacred confidentiality for 30 days. And then after 30 days, I forward them on to Silent Unity, where they are prayed over for an additional 30 days.
Let us take a gentle breath together and open to the love that moves in and through and as each one of us. Holy Presence, we give thanks for the dynamic force of love awakening us to the possibilities within our souls. In this moment, we align with that inner truth, the clarity, confidence, and deep trust that all is well with our souls. May we see with new eyes, respond with open hearts, and know what is ours to do, whether to give, to receive, or simply to rest in the awareness of love's guidance. From this place of alignment and gratitude, we move now into our time of giving, opening our hearts to our love offering blessing. I now invite you to speak with me our love offering prayer. Divine love in me and through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. Thank you, God.
Well, we now invite you to stand as we say together the prayer for protection, and we'll sing our closing song. The light of the love surrounds us.
We are light.
The love of the divine enfolds us.
We are love.
The peace of love fills us.
We are peace.
The power of love protects us.
We are power.
The presence of love watches over us.
We are presence.
And wherever we are, love is.
All is divine. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
Thank you for being with us today, and please join us upstairs in the hospitality room for food, beverages, and some great conversations.
It might seem crazy what I'm about to say. Sunshine, she's here, you can take a break. I'm a hot air balloon that could go to space. With the air, like I don't care, baby, by the way. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like a room without a roof. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like happiness is the truth. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you know what happiness is to you. Because I'm happy. Clap along if you feel like that's what you want to do. Here come bad news, talking this and that. Well, give me all you got and don't hold it back. Well, I should probably